Hello there and welcome back to Gaulia. For today's episode, we are going to build a giant cactus farm. So we've needed some green dye here and there. I like using it for the terracotta and some of the terraforming. I don't use it a ton, but then in the last episode, I realized I needed it for cyan, which is something that a lot of our buildings are going to contain. So I want to kind of put an end to that problem and have something that can go on in the background. So if you want to see a massive cactus farm, stay tuned and check it out. Before we get into our build, I'll show you a little bit of what I've been kind of working on, which is cutting back this area here to prep it for future builds. This road's going to come down here, and eventually an offshoot of it is going to come up and around and connect to someplace over here. And I did a little bit of that in creative and graded this to make it an appropriate slope, but we really have to kind of start it like right here. And then it's going to climb up and around the mountain that way. So I've been working on, this was kind of a harsh cutoff here, turning this into something a little more, I don't know, natural and organic. I don't really work with cliff faces and mountains ever. So work in progress, but that's kind of what I've been working on. Well, I've been putting off doing this build right here, which is our cactus farm. Oh, the first thing we need for any good build is some materials, so let's hop into that and get started. Oh, you saw some of the material gathering, not all of it, because there's quite a lot. Uh, to be honest, I've been putting off this video for some time now because of the amount of building that this is going to take. It's a very large build. I have probably over a dozen layers of cactuses in this farm here. It's going to be the tallest building so far down here. It's not going to be this size. This is still my largest build to date, but as far as materials go, it's much closer to this than it is to one of these. But we might as well not put it off anymore and get started. Alright, well, you can see, here it is. Certainly bigger than the last two that we built. This took a decent amount of time. One of my favorite parts of this is the top of it, with this kind of glass dome looking thing going on here. This actually is our cactus farm right underneath us, so this is a hollow build straight down. There's supposed to be stairs here, and then we'll put some bubble columns here. Right now, kind of sketchy if you fall down there. A couple little things I got to finish. A couple redstone torches. You know, some iron bars up there to make that a little bit taller of an antenna. But overall, I would say this certainly starts to really boost our downtown area. Right, we have like a true, actual like skyscraper going on. So inside is still a complete mob farm. I don't know what it's going to look like right now, but I have not lit it up yet. A lot of these buildings, I don't really know how I want to light them up because... Yep, hello. I don't want to use like torches. I don't have frog lights yet. Frog lights is kind of something I wanted to do. Like, I like these copper lights up in the ceiling, kind of looking, you know, this that abandoned, kind of dilapidated look going on. So I might put those down and about, but the problem with them is for them to actually light, you need them in their like gray-orange state, and I don't really want that. So we'll see. I might come up with something else. But this whole build really is centered around this center section, and kind of like we said, this was a cactus farm. So you can see up in here, rows and rows and rows of these things. It's not even to the halfway point yet, probably. Like, as far as completion. You can actually hop up in here, and you can see there's a bunch of room. So, I got a bunch to go. I ran out of cactus, so I just stopped building it, but I'll probably finish that off camera, obviously, but the build itself is done. But you can see this is what it's generated already based on just the time it took us to build this thing. So, yeah, we got plenty of cactus now. I can take all this, turn it into dye, do whatever I want with it. I think even though I have a super smelter over there, I want to... With the bamboo farm, I'm gonna make some kind of a bamboo farm next to this thing, maybe, and or maybe a kelp farm. I don't know, something to generate fuel, and then make a XP farm. What do they call it? They had one in Hermitcraft, like the Bop It or something. I don't know what they call it, but something along those lines. I'm down to eating apples because I haven't been to my village in a while. I burned through probably 2 to 3 stacks of rockets just building this thing. Probably should put something here next. It's like a big hole. I just love this, right? Like, this is... It's so strange in like these big Minecraft projects where you have like a plan in your head, and we're still not even what, like, there's 3 buildings, right? 4 buildings. Not even a city, but it's starting to look pretty good. See, I gotta get some kind of lights up in here, right? Like, maybe like each window, like, have a couple occasional ones. Really increase like the nighttime. I know it's supposed to be abandoned, but yeah. That's what I like down here. Like, you know, the lights just add something to it at night. Obviously, we'll get rid of a lot of these torches at some point, but like the street lights and the little hanging lanterns, like, I just think it adds a lot to a build when you can have that kind of like lighting at night. So we got to do something like that over there. Go through and clean up all our shulkers. Alright, well, my shulkers are all cleaned up, and I'm going to go do a little bit of lighting inside the new building and finish off the cactus farm. Oh, apparently I forgot some of this. This is fine. You know, I don't hate the pale moss. Oh, the beautiful sight of burning zombies in the morning. Oh, hey you. Go away. These guys. Bad. Well, I've done most of the lighting inside, finished off the cactus farm. I'm going to build a bubble column to get to the top of this thing. I like my buildings to be at least accessible. I don't necessarily have like floors throughout, but this one has a bubble column going all the way to the top. Some of the smaller ones have stairs, but stairs not really something I'm looking to do for the larger builds. So we need some kelp. Luckily I have infinite supply of this stuff in the oceans. And probably a little bone meal, which I almost forgot to bring with me. Hopefully that's enough of it. If you haven't made bubble elevators before, pretty simple process. We're going to go place in here something to prevent the water from coming out in the way of signs. And I'm doing a double setup, so one's going to be up, one's going to be down. Oh, I need to get water. Do I have a source around here somewhere? No. Back to my ocean. I still haven't made my pool. Would have been a good source of water. Alright, so we'll go up here to where my elevator is going to come up to, right? And kind of do something like that up at the top. And we'll do the same thing over here. And then from there, it's just a matter of going down here and bone mealing each of these all the way up to the top so it converts the water into water sources. A lot of bone meal. I don't know how tall this thing is, but I'm guessing over 100 blocks. Let's see, we're at 39 now. Oh, so not 100 blocks, 39 to 38, but we're starting from 64. So basically, 65 blocks, if my math is correct. I'm no mathematician, though. Of course, I ran out of bone meal. Then you can break all these, don't need them anymore. Get rid of your dirt. And then we'll make this an up elevator. Oops, that's not how I want that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you do this, you're just going straight to the top. Perfect. Need a little more bone meal, but we're on the right path. And then for this side, you're just doing the same thing, but with railway blocks. It's raining kelp. Hallelujah. Sorry about that. There you go. Going up. And going down. So, kind of cool. I really like adding these to the builds. It makes, you know, I just like having builds that are traversable. Right? There's a giant kelp farm in here, but we can get to the top, we can get to the bottom. We don't need elytra to do it. You know, for the 3.5 people that watch this, I'm doubting anybody's ever going to ask for a world download, but maybe one day when the city's huge and somebody would want to play here, they would be able to do so. See how my cactus farm is doing. Not too shabby. We can go ahead and just dump all that in here, right? We're so backlogged on bamboo at this point, but this is the point, right? Like, a lot of it's probably just despawning. The thing just keeps cranking. Look at all of it up there. So it's not overflowing on that end yet, but it's definitely overflowing up there. If this gets too backed up, I don't know that I don't think it turns the autocrafters off because they are running through the water stream system, so the autocrafters shouldn't be able to get backlogged. It makes you wonder though how much experience is stored in each of these things. Not that I need any experience, I don't have anything to use it on. I'm sure I'll die again soon enough. Alright, well there you have it, folks. One giant cactus farm added. I love the little redstone torches on top of everything. I think it just gives it a cool effect. It's our, you know, redstone powered city, so it's kind of a little lava source over there. It's funny, there's actually a village over here. Coming along. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day.